And ladies and gentlemen, we just keep going here tonight at GCW Wrestlemania VII. Now, it's time for the rematch from last year's WrestleMania. It's The Undertaker versus Dolph Ziggler. And now, this match is so important for the Deadman. Last year, GCW WrestleMania VI, Dolph Ziggler managed to pull an upset on The Undertaker, beat him in seconds. Undertaker then made his return at GCW back from the dead this year after Dolph Ziggler's championship match against Kenny Omega. Undertaker hit the Tombstone Piledriver on Dolph Ziggler. Then, going into the Royal Rumble, Undertaker had a shot against Kenny Omega, in which match Dolph Ziggler did interfere, hit a super kick on the Undertaker. Undertaker ultimately lost to Kenny Omega, but what Undertaker was really back for in GCW anyway was a rematch with Dolph Ziggler. And now tonight here at this sold-out crowd at GCW Wrestlemania VII, The Undertaker looks to make up for last year. This is so important to The Undertaker. The last year was an embarrassment to him, and he wants to make up for it here tonight. You can hear the crowd here tonight in full support of the Deadman. And here comes the man who might have had two of the best WrestleManias back to back. GCW Wrestlemania V. Dolph Ziggler won Money in the Bank, cashed in the same night to become GCW champion. Then last year, WrestleMania VI, beat The Undertaker in record timing. And as mentioned earlier, Ziggler and John Cena are the only two men that have competed at every single GCW WrestleMania. And 2 years ago, Dolph Ziggler went into GCW Wrestlemania V with absolutely nothing to lose, but the last 2 years have been very successful for the show-off, and I think tonight he goes into this match having everything to lose. And Ziggler obviously very proud about defeating The Undertaker at last year's GCW Wrestlemania, but what would happen to Ziggler's ego if The Undertaker beats him here tonight and makes it 1-1? And you can see Ziggler again stepping into Undertaker's face with zero fear in his eyes, but Undertaker looks mad. Undertaker, I think, is going to go hard tonight on Dolph Ziggler. And here we go, and Undertaker going for the chokeslam immediately as Ziggler counters, super kick, just like last year. Ziggler going to follow it up with the zigzag, but oh, Taker this time, able to throw Ziggler off. And I think Ziggler was going for another upset there, just like last year, but now Taker having him in the corner and taking control of the matchup That was scary for The Undertaker, but I think now he's in control. And Undertaker going here for a splash in the corner. Nice by Taker. But now Ziggler going for some forearms here on The Undertaker. But Undertaker with the big boot. And what a strike here by the Deadman, and Undertaker in control of this matchup. Now ascending Ziggler into the ropes, but Ziggler ducks the big boot again. And what a dropkick by Ziggler, nice. Picture perfect dropkick by Ziggler, one of the best dropkicks in the business. And now Ziggler following it up with the forearm on Undertaker there in the ropes. Ziggler going into the ropes too, but oh, Undertaker, nice. Vintage Undertaker here. And Taker going to throw Ziggler in the corner, but Ziggler goes overboard and falls outside the ring. And now Undertaker going for snake eyes in the guardrail. Nice. Ziggler head first into the guardrail, but now what is Taker looking for to follow it up with? Ziggler kick to the stomach. And what is Ziggler planning? Oh, he's going for that satellite DDT, but Undertaker says no. Throws Ziggler off. What is Undertaker doing? Oh my God, did you hear that? Ziggler's head crashed hard into the concrete here. And now Taker setting up Ziggler for his guillotine leg drop here. And Undertaker going for the leg drop. Ziggler out of the way. Now Ziggler got Taker. Oh, what a hanging neck breaker over the top rope. And just like that, I think control of the matchup here. A switch to Ziggler. And now Ziggler, oh, going for the heart stopper elbows. Another one here. And now Ziggler, oh, he's going to follow it up with the jumping one. But Taker catches him by the throat. And now maybe Undertaker can hit the chokeslam. He's going for it, but Ziggler catches him by the head. And oh, satellite DDT right into the cover here. Taker out at 2, but that was close. And Dolph Ziggler, now what is he looking for? I think he's setting up for the Famouser, but Undertaker catches him. Ziggler just jumped into Last Ride. And Ziggler just kicked out of Last Ride. But Ziggler obviously hurt by that Last Ride by The Undertaker. Now what is Taker going for? Taker going for a clothesline. Ziggler ducks. Super kick, but Taker blocks that. Throws Ziggler down. Now Ziggler here in the ropes. And Taker clotheslines Dolph Ziggler to the outside. What is the No, not the dive. Undertaker going for his signature dive, and he hits it. And nowadays, The Undertaker doesn't pull out that dive a lot anymore. It takes a huge toll on his body. The Undertaker over 50 years old, and he's still diving over the top rope to the outside. And now it might finally be time for the chokeslam. Going for the chokeslam, but Ziggler reverses again, and the super kick hits, and Taker is stunned. Now, zigzag. Oh my God, what a lariat, and Ziggler landed on his head. Taker going to follow it up with the Last Ride again. Another Last Ride, but oh, Ziggler facebuster. What an exchange, and Ziggler into the cover. But Undertaker out at 2. Dolph Ziggler just came so close to beating The Undertaker again at GCW Wrestlemania. Now, is he going for a super kick? Undertaker still stunned by that facebuster, but Undertaker catches him. Super kick. Ziggler flips over. Now Ziggler's going for his back slam. I don't think he can pull that on The Undertaker, but Undertaker elbow. Undertaker now. But Ziggler. Oh, vintage Ziggler using his wrestling skills on The Undertaker, and oh, he clips the neck of The Undertaker. Now he might be following it up with the zigzag. Ziggler going to beat The Undertaker again here at GCW WrestleMania. But oh, Taker reverses. Tombstone Pile Driver. Revenge. 1 year later, The Undertaker has defeated Dolph Ziggler. And this must feel so good for The Undertaker. Over a year, he has been obsessing about how Dolph Ziggler beat him at WrestleMania. Now, he was able to beat the show off here tonight. Retribution for The Undertaker. And ladies and gentlemen, that was just one of our 3 main events here tonight. Next off, we will have the Intercontinental Championship. Roman Reigns defending against Seth Rollins and Tetsuya Naito in a triple threat. And then, of course, later on, we will have AJ Styles and Kenny Omega for leadership of the Bullet Club and the GCW Championship.